Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Albert and Billy Show. Hello, Papa.
I'm part of the Albert and Billy.
You are, you're the Albert to my Billy.
I guess I'm the Albert.
Yeah.
I wondered who I was named after, and they said Albert Einstein.
You was named after Albert Einstein?
That's what they told me.
Really?
I did not know. I was kind of flabbergasted when I was born.
I'd
I couldn't
say.
even talk.
That's pretty good. You were no Einstein then, was you?
No.
That's pretty good, Papa.
My sister came to see me yesterday,
I know, I missed her, and I meant to
and
get
my
down
brother.
there. No, I didn't know
The
that.
day before.
Oh, good. No, Steve come.
Steve and his wife Sharon.
Well, I ain't saw them it's been a minute since I've seen them.
It was
They
good
doing
to
good.
see both of them. And
Yeah.
Janet's husband came with her, Steve.
Steve, well, good.
He
And I
can
did
talk a
know
little
they
bit.
were
He can
coming.
talk a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, something's been wrong with him, hasn't it?
He had surgery.
That's right. 'Cause I was wondering, like, well, when he said he can talk a little bit. I'm sitting there thinking, I know that. Then I realized I forgot about him being sick. So he's okay now.
Well, he's 99%, I guess.
Okay.
Maybe not that much, but he
Lot better.
is functioning. He's
Okay.
functioning.
Well, that's good. On the mend, so to
Yeah,
speak.
there you go.
Well, that's good. On a warm Friday afternoon here in downtown Pikeville, let me tell you, I know it was 81 degrees at some point.
It was 80 when I left the house.
Okay. Yeah, it's warm. And if you're like me and never watched the weather, I didn't know it was going to be this warm, but it's warm. And I'm hot-natured, so.
Feels good to me.
Yeah, I know. It probably feels just right to you, don't it? Them dang blood thinners, I tell you. It's amazing how they can make people so cold-natured. You're one of two people that I know that used to be hot-natured, got on blood thinners, and now are very cold-natured. That's crazy, but it's true. They definitely do that. But at least it's a pretty day outside, Papa.
No rain.
I'm always glad to see that. I'm glad
No
to see the
snow,
sunlight.
no snow, no ice.
Exactly. That's more my speed right there. I would be very content if it was like 70 degrees every day. Sunny and 70 degrees every day. I'd be A-okay.
Well, if the next time they put an opening for God,
You're on the road today, Papa. There's two good jokes right off the bat. Well, last time, our last episode, we were at Chris Schultz's studio, weren't we? All right.
sure was nice.
Yeah, that's a nice place, isn't it? I
He's
recommend
very
anybody go there.
He's very nice too.
Very nice. He was. He is. He's very nice.
Very talented.
Yeah, he is, isn't he?
He's very talented.
I didn't even realize how talented he was.
But you know, I notice talents in other people.
Mm-hmm.
Makes me wish I had some.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Sometimes it's hard not to get a little bit jealous, ain't it?
Yes, it is. I think that's normal.
It is. It's just human nature. That's true. Nothing wrong with that. At least we can admit it. Some people can't admit nothing. So at least we can admit it. Nothing wrong with it. Well, Papa, we got some birthdays to tell, and it's quite a few. So here we go. This goes to from the March 26th to April Fool's Day, April the 1st. So here we go. Yeah. So happy birthday to Casey. These are on the 26th. These were on, so it would have been Wednesday. Am I right on that?
That would be 21st.
Wait, what's today's date again? I'm so confused.
28th.
Yeah. So these were on Wednesday, the 26th. These I'm about to mention. It was Casey Lewis, Lydia Barger, and dang it, I hate it when it's a name I can't pronounce. Michael. Clendenen.
Clinton.
Clendenen? Anybody know how to say this word? I hope I'm not saying it wrong, folks. But I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I'm just going to be honest with you. But I'm going to go from your interpretation, Papa. And happy birthday, Michael and Lydia and Casey. Yesterday, Lindsay Beach had a birthday. So did Dion Brown. Also, Ambria Mills. So happy birthday to you guys. And today, we just got one today. It's Craig Mills. So happy birthday, Craig. Happy birthday tomorrow to Candace Reel, Candy Pendergrass, and Joyce Crawford. Happy birthday. And on March 30th, happy birthday to Kelly Robertson. Happy birthday, Kelly. And Macy Cunningham. Happy birthday, Macy. Happy birthday, Michelle Campbell. Hers is on March 31st, along with Erica Cook and Freya Jordan. Happy birthday to you ladies as well. And then finally on April 1st, we got Abby Hannah. Happy birthday, Abby. And happy birthday to Timmy Campbell on the 1st. So, wow, Michelle, I just mentioned her. Yeah, wow. So Timmy and Michelle have a birthday a day apart. Did not know that. Hers is March 31st and Timmy's is the 1st. So they have a birthday one day apart. I know it.
That was 20 people.
That was a lot. Yeah, it was a lot. It felt like 20. I should have given you these dang announcements. Let's see. Okay, here's some upcoming events, folks. We got the open table. We've told you that that's returned at the Poplar United Methodist Church. And the next one is going to be this upcoming Monday, March 31st at 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. So check it out, folks. It's a free meal for the whole community. Everyone's invited, right, Papa?
I wonder how many come.
I don't know. I've been to a couple of them, and there was quite a few there. I've not been to them since they started it back up, but usually they have a pretty good crowd. They used to anyway.
50.
I mean, people used to take advantage of it. It's free food. I mean,
50.
As much as I would, yeah, I'd say that I've seen that many there. Yeah, might as well take advantage of it. I mean, because everything's so high right now. Free meal.
Yeah.
Free meal comes in handy, don't it? In the Bellevue community, Papa, they're going to have an Easter egg hunt on April the 5th at Bellevue Community Building, Whittler Mountain, and it will start at noon. I was looking for the time. So it starts at 12 noon, folks, April the 5th. And you can call 881-3054 to make arrangements to drop off donations. They're asking for donations of plastic filled eggs and prize baskets. Gotta have that. Am I boring you, Papa? You're about to doze off on me.
My eyes are...
Oh, yeah. What's going on with your eyes again?
I couldn't do Sunday school lessons.
Yeah. I can't, yeah.
I have a sty on this left
It's
eye.
a sty, and I see it now.
And I've been to the doctor twice. Go back next Thursday.
Well, tell them, is it working, the medicine they're giving? Well, it is a little bit better, isn't it?
Well, they say it is.
Yeah. Well, you tell them if it is. If it's not, tell them to give you something else.
They did.
Because that would be annoying. Okay.
They don't tell them how many medicines I'm on.
But for that, though,
Yeah.
for the sty, okay.
I have 2 kinds of drops and
Okay.
3 kinds of drops.
Good Lord, just
And
for
then I have
that.
an antibiotic I take.
Well, then that should definitely be going away soon. That would drive me crazy.
It's about to drive me crazy.
I'd say so. I thought I was just boring you.
Can't hardly hold my eyes open. I can't read, Billy.
I know. No, at least I know that it's not from falling asleep now. I was thinking, well, dang, Papa. Anyway, so yeah, pray for Papa and his sty, folks, that it goes away. It will eventually, but that's aggravating.
Aggravating.
That definitely would be. And, okay, the last one here, Bledsoe County Democrat Party reorganizing. This is going to be Okay, they'll be holding a meeting on Thursday, April 24th. So that's still a ways off, but still April 24th at 6 p.m. And that's in your neck of the woods, Papa, at the Pikeville what building?
Municipal.
There you go. In the community room there to reorganize the party and establish bylaws. This includes the election of officers and district representatives. All Democrats strongly urge to attend this meeting. You got questions, just give birthday boy Tim Campbell a call, or the upcoming birthday boy Tim Campbell a call at 618-0514. All right, so I think that's all the announcements. Is there no breakfast tomorrow, producer man? There's not? Okay. Just want to make sure I didn't miss nothing.
There's one in Fall Creek Falls out west in Benbury County.
Oh, are they?
I'm not
Okay.
sure.
Okay. Well, all right, Papa. You know what that means. Trivia time in Tennessee.
Trivia time.
Yeah. Man, the live that last episode, were they hard. Man, remember, your trivia questions were all, very hard for me and Chris Schultz last time. We got like maybe 2 of them.
These are easy.
Okay, good. I hope so.
What did the mama cow say to the baby cow?
Well, that sounds more like a riddle or something, but what did the mama cow say to the baby cow? How in the world am I supposed to get this right?
Pasture bitch.
Oh my God.
What do you get when you cross an octopus with a cow?
What do you get when you cross
an
an octopus
with a cow.
An octopus with a cow? Like an octopus and cow combined, kinda?
Yeah.
I hate figuring out these stupid things. I don't know, a
You
cow
got an animal that can milk itself. Just think.
Yeah.
What do you call a sleeping cow?
What do you call a sleeping cow? I know the answer's gonna make me mad because I never think of these.
A bull. Those are.
Dang it. These always make me mad.
What happens when you talk to a cow?
Well, okay. I should have studied my cow facts today, apparently. What was that question again?
What happens when you talk to a cow?
What happens when you talk to a cow? Well, they pretty much just look at you like you're stupid.
It goes in one ear and out the other.
Shoot. Goes in one ear and out the other.
What do you call a cow with a twitch?
A cow with a twitch. God, I keep forgetting none of these, Ethan. Cow with a twitch. Cow with a twitch.
You eat it. You eat it.
You eat it?
You eat it.
I call whatever this is, we eat it.
Yeah.
Cow with a twitch. Do you have any idea?
Beef.
Beef jerky.
Beef jerky.
Okay, finally I get one right. Man.
Why do cows wear bells?
Why do cows wear bells? I don't know.
Their horns don't work.
Their horns don't work. That's pretty good. I'd had to been really slick to get those.
Why did the taxi driver quit his job?
Why did the taxi driver quit his job? I don't know.
He was tired of people talking behind his back.
No other way for him to talk.
A while ago on that subject, why did the IRS agent quit his job?
They don't tell him what this one's going to be. I don't know.
It was too taxing.
Dang it, I should have thought of that one.
Yeah. Why did the drill operator quit his job?
I don't know.
It was too boring.
Too boring.
He drilled all day. Why did an employee at the M&M company lose his job?
Why would you lose your job at an M&M company? I don't know how you could do that.
You kept throwing away the W's.
No. Yeah, they got fired because he was a moron.
Can you imagine that, throwing away W's? And M&M company?
Trying to think if I know somebody that dumb. That's about as dumb as it gets right there.
I would like to work for at M&M company. Did you ever eat
Those could have been jokes, every one of them.
Do you like M&M's?
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've ate them though, for whatever reason. I guess I just forget about them. As a kid though, yeah, I loved them.
I did too.
Yeah, they've always been popular.
But I don't ever eat any now.
I don't either. I don't think about them though. It's not because I don't like them. I don't know. Just forget about them for some reason.
They keep on coming out with new flavors.
They do, don't they? They've added some colors, haven't they? Before we go to commercial, we'll thank our sponsors real quick. I'll say Sunoco now before I forget it. That is how you say it, right?
Sunoco.
Yeah. Okay. Good deal.
This last one.
And also, check out the smoke shop, folks, the tobacco store here in Pikeville. It is really, really nice in there. I'll have to give them props for that. It's nice. It's the vape store. Got tobacco, of course, and let's see. Dan wrote that. I'm not sure what that one says, so I don't want to say it. I'll have to ask him what that word is. But I can just tell they got a little bit of everything in there. You can go in there and get you a drink if you want to.
Really?
Yeah, you can get a lot of stuff in there. I highly recommend anybody to go in there. They got a nice selection of a lot of different things.
Is the prices competitive?
Yeah, they are, and it's just real nice in there. They've done a good job fixing that place up. So I recommend. He does
not have any competition, does he?
No, not here in town. Mm-mm. And it's just as good as the neighboring towns, and the prices are competitive with them. So there you go. So check it out, folks. And also, big thank you to Citizens Tri-County Bank, Bilbrey Insurance, Scotty's of Pikeville, the offices of Janine Boynton, Lisa Wheeler, and Michael Walker. Farm Bureau Insurance, that's Matt Massingale and his friendly staff. They're right by Putnam Reed Funeral Home. They're both in South Pikeville. State Farm Insurance, Nick Smith and his friendly staff. Go check them out. Big thank you to Morgan Brothers. And if you go to Morgan Brothers, and I highly recommend you go to Morgan Brothers and the Bakewalker Brewery. They both have really good food. And the Morgan Brothers, you go up there, definitely check out their buffet. It's really, really good. State Farm, no, I just said that, my bad. Nickel Antiques, that's where I was at. They'll be back open here before long. They close for the season, but they come back in April. Just not sure what day. But now the Emer's Ice Cream Shop, though, is stayed open. So remember that, folks. They're open every day. Milldam Outdoor Adventures. We mentioned both of them on the birthdays today. It's Lola's right here on Main Street, Lee Station Baptist Church. The Daily Stop over on the bypass. I still say they have the best pizza in town. It's Quilting Time, our neighbor here on Cumberland Avenue. And the Lucky Star. I always call that Bledsoe's best kept secret. It's a beautiful place. It is a beautiful piece of property. It really is. And Dexter's Barbershop. I think everybody here knows where Dexter's is. He's a legend around here too, like you, Papa.
We have some good sponsors.
We do, yeah. Big thank, yeah. We appreciate all of you, and with that said, folks, stick around. We'll be back. I'll have you set that over there, Pawpaw. You guys stick around. We'll be right back after the commercial break. We'll have some sports of all sorts for you.
Yeah.
That's for sure. March Madness. That's what I'm really paying attention to now. So, but a lot of sports going on, and we'll have some good old Albertology. And he's already told us some jokes, so he's already off to a good start today. So we'll have some jokes, of course, as well. All that and more coming up after the break. Stick around, folks.
You need a bank that you can depend on. Here at Citizens Tri-County Bank, we have the most dependable staff that you will ever meet. Call in, you will not get an automated attendant, you'll get a person. But on the other side, we have all the technology that anyone would need, from apps to online banking to bill pay. So please come and grow with us as we're about to celebrate our 50th year. We are the only community bank you will ever need.
Support small business and shop DunlapMercantile.com.
Bledsoe Telephone Cooperative, connecting the Sequatchie Valley to the world.
At Jason Lewis Dunlap Supercenter, we're committed to be better. Better prices, better vehicles, a better experience. Your Jason Lewis Dunlap Supercenter understands that you rely on us to provide you with the highest quality of used vehicles. With over 350 pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. So what are you waiting for? Let us show you a better experience with the Jason Lewis Automotive family. Come visit us at Rankin Avenue here in Dunlap or on the web at dunlapsupercenter.com.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Albert and Billy Show here on WAT Radio and Channel 18 BTC Fiber Television and BTC Fiber YouTube channel. Check it out. Get on there, like and subscribe. Comment if you want. Nice comments. Even or thumbs up, whatever, anything like that.
Anything positive.
Yeah, you can get on there and comment, like, and subscribe. I always think I'm leaving something out. It could be, but I think I covered all the bases there. And we're having technical problems here at WAT Radio, so we've had a lot of questions about that. We're just having some technical issues, getting that taken care of, but it's taking a lot longer than we would like. So that's why we've been off the air this week, but we are working hard to get that fixed so we can be back on by Monday. That's the goal. So, but anyway, Papa, it's time for some sports of all sorts. As I was saying, it's March Madness time. My favorite time in sports is March Madness, by the way.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that's when it's not just the NCAA tournament. First, you have all the conference tournaments. And they can be fun to watch because a lot of them can determine who goes to the NCAA tournament, and they can knock teams out of going to the NCAA tournament because the mid-majors, schools like UTC, Tennessee Tech, they are in conferences that are considered one-bid leagues. You have to really earn it in those leagues. Like, you can have a great regular season, you can go undefeated in your conference. But in a mid-major league where it's a one-bid league, if you don't win that conference tournament, you're not going to the NCAA tournament. You know? And that's hard, isn't it?
Well, you got about 130 some odd schools in the United States.
In Division One, yeah. Well, it's even more than that, I believe, in Division One now. But that's just, I've always thought that was unfair, though, to the mid-majors. Like, I mean, it's not fair, really. I hate to see schools, like, have a great regular season and then not be able to win their conference tournament and they get left out. of the
Yes,
big
you're
dance.
right. I guess you're
Yeah,
right.
that's tough. You know, that's hard.
Well,
So
you
think about
have
UTC. You know,
you
for
have
them
the
to go.
NIT.
Well, yeah, but I call that the nobody cares tournament. But you know, whatever. Some people do watch it. UTC men are doing well in it, aren't they?
So far.
Yeah, so I mean, I'll watch that if there's a team, you know, that I like or a local team, but that's about it. But what's interesting, UTC men and women made the Southern Conference Finals, and they both got beat in overtime. I don't know if I've ever seen that happen.
They were representative.
Yeah, they almost made the big dance, both of them. Both lost heartbreakers. So yeah, it's tough for mid majors to make it. Those conference tournaments are not easy to win.
No, they're not. But that's why you have tournaments
Mm-hmm.
to determine a representative for
Yeah.
your school,
Yep.
for your schools.
And of course the power conferences, you don't have that same pressure to win that tournament because you still have a good chance of getting that at large bid. So that's the difference.
Well,
The one bid league, you'd have that pressure in that conference tournament to win it.
but going back to the NCAA March Madness,
Mm-hmm.
that is the cream of the crop.
Mm-hmm.
If you win there, you
And there's the
got
national
no more
champion.
mountains to climb.
Nope. I would like to see. Well, I really want to see Tennessee men make the Final Four for the first time. They've come close. They've been to the Elite Eight a few times. Bruce Pearl had them with. They were almost there. They got beat on a buzzer beater. I can't remember who beat them that year, but God, they were so close that year. I'd love to see them make their first Final Four, and even better, win their first national championship. Why not? And I'd like to see the women get back to the Final Four. Of course, they've got 8 national championships, but it's been a while since we've won one, since Pat Summitt. So it's good to see them back. For the first time, I feel like they've got a coach that can actually coach.
We've got credentials.
Yeah, yeah.
If you don't have credentials, you might as well hang up your watch and go home.
I agree, and because I was pretty vocal about if they don't change something soon, especially with Holly Warlick. They about waited too long. They about let that. That would have been a shame, the winningest, because that's the winningest program in women's basketball history. That would have been a shame to just let that fall apart, but they about did. They about waited too long, didn't they, Papa?
Yes, they did.
You can't let a mediocre coach just keep sticking around.
Well, Tennessee earned the right to be there
Mm-hmm.
by winning games.
Yeah, they're both in the Sweet 16, aren't they?
You don't get to the Sweet 16 unless you beat some teams.
That's right. And good teams.
They have beat some good teams.
Mm-hmm.
And you got Tennessee men.
Mm-hmm.
They're on the bubble tonight.
They play Kentucky tonight, folks. We and Papa were just talking before we come back on the air and said that it's crazy how the men are having to play Kentucky in the Sweet 16. The women are playing Texas in the Sweet 16. So obviously they're having to play a conference team in the Sweet 16, which is normally unheard of. But the reason is because the success of the SEC, they got 14 teams in the tournament. So I guess that's going to happen when you have that many teams from the same conference.
You don't have but 16 teams.
Right. There's only so much they can do. So I think Tennessee men will win tonight. I'm going to predict it anyway because it's really hard for a team to beat another team 3 times. Kentucky has beat Tennessee twice this year. Shouldn't have in Knoxville, but somehow they did. But I think Tennessee will be motivated by that tonight. What do you think?
Should be.
Mm-hmm.
I would not like to have a stigma trailing me that a team beat me 3 times.
No. That should be all the motivation they need, just that alone.
Tennessee, let me tell you, Kentucky. Do you know the team, the coach's name on Kentucky?
No, I can't remember his name.
I don't know it.
It's so strange that Calipari left Kentucky.
Okay, he was at Arkansas.
He's at Arkansas, and he's got them in the tournament.
He got them in the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
The reason he's there, he beat the ex-Kentucky coach that was at St. John's.
Oh, Pitino.
Rick Pitino.
That's so weird too. You know, before I saw him coaching at St. John's, I was talking to somebody about where is Rick Pitino. I was like, did he retire or something? I had no clue that he was St. John's coach.
So Calipari beat him,
Mm-hmm.
and
That's
now
crazy.
there is still a Kentucky coach available to compete with Calipari.
I know.
But
I know.
March Madness is a beautiful thing in basketball.
It is.
But did you notice
Cinderella
that,
stories usually.
the men's baseball team in high school here?
Yeah. They're up to a good start.
7-0.
Yeah, they're up to. I know that's their best start in years. I know. So congratulations.
I'm proud of them. I
Yeah.
wanted to mention them on the air.
That's
And,
true.
Go back to March Madness. Let me bypass that just for a minute. Do you realize that this week baseball started?
No, I didn't.
Had
I didn't.
had their opening day Wednesday.
So is it spring train? What's it?
No, it's not.
Oh, it's the regular
This is
season.
the baseball season.
God, that's insane to me. It's such a long season.
And my Dodgers played on television.
Did they?
They played the Detroit Tigers. They
Yeah.
played cross conferences.
Yeah. I forgot all
nationally.
about Detroit. Him having a baseball team.
But the score was 6-5, and Ohtani hit a home run in 2 games.
So your Dodgers won.
Yes, they won. But for those that are Brave fans, the Braves were on television. They played the San Diego Padres. They got beat, but
They played.
they played. But what I'm saying is,
I
we
like
have
that.
basketball, we have
Baseball.
and that's good that
There's plenty to choose from.
people want to have a team to root for.
Yeah, absolutely.
People
I think
wanna
you're
have a
missing
pet.
missing out if you don't like sports. I've always loved sports. I think it's healthy for you.
Well, anyway, tonight Tennessee plays at 6:39,
Okay,
and
it's gonna be a big game.
they play Kentucky.
Well, you thought the men have looked good so far. The first round was okay. We didn't play that good in the first round, but we didn't really need to get past Wofford. But the second round they played really well.
I think they did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they'll need to play like that again tonight.
Well, let's say they will.
Exactly. And the Lady Vols, which you may have that wrote down, they've looked really sharp so far.
And Auburn's still around.
Yes.
Auburn's
Several.
number 1 in basketball.
I don't know how many SEC teams made the Sweet 16, but
You've
several.
got
Florida, Tennessee,
You've got Tennessee.
Kentucky.
You've got Kentucky. You've got Auburn. That's 4
Alabama.
out of 16.
Did they
You got
make
Alabama.
Ole Miss?
Ole Miss. So that's
'cause-
6.
Gosh, yeah. And now we may be missing somebody, but that's. I know those are all in the Sweet 16. Arkansas, did they make it? We were talking about John Calipari. I think
Yeah,
they're
they
in it too. So that's 7. That's
Yeah.
amazing. I'm sure it's similar on the women's side too.
This deep in NCAA March Madness?
That's unheard of. And I know that's it's probably similar on the women's. Several SEC teams, made it to the Sweet 16 on the women's side too.
But somebody's got to go by the wayside.
Yeah, it's just crazy they're having to play a conference
Would it
team
be something
this early in the
if,
tournament.
it was all SEC?
Final
in the
Four.
finals?
I know. I've thought about that. Like, that would be amazing, and it's not that. I mean, it could happen. To be honest with you, who'd have ever thought that?
I would not have thought about it.
No.
So it is possible.
But I tell you, the Lady Vols just on the women's side, they look like, they struggle a little bit down the stretch. Papa, remember they lost their last 2 regular season games.
Yeah.
They looked fatigued. They looked fatigued in the conference tournament. They did pick up a win in the first round of the conference tournament, but they still just didn't look the same. And they looked tired. And the coach spoke about that.
Yeah.
And they were tired. But, you know, in between conference tournaments and the big dance, folks, you get a 2-week break. And that's what they needed. That's what they needed. They looked like they did when they beat UConn this season. Like they're back to that level.
Have you ever seen a coach substitute 5?
No.
I never have.
Never. And sometimes that system drives me crazy, but I get it. They've studied the analytics, and I've seen it firsthand happen in some of the games where they fatigue the other teams out. They wear them out because Tennessee's throwing fresh bodies at you a lot.
They are.
And they're wearing Ohio State. They wore them out. The Ohio State they were really tired in that fourth quarter. Because you think about it, Tennessee, they pressed the whole game too.
They're what?
They run a full court press the whole game.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I think we've got a good coach.
I do too. Finally.
And I think their men's coach.
Oh yeah, he's done. He's been good. Been out. It's about time for the women. I'll just say that. Holly Warlick was a train wreck. Kelly was a lot better than Holly, but she couldn't recruit. So finally, we have a coach that can coach and recruit. It's about time.
Well, one thing is, if you win 20 to 25 games, you're going to have recruiting success, and you're going to have fan support.
That's right. And they have
I
that.
think Tennessee's on the right route.
I do
Men
too.
and women.
I do too. Fine, it's good to see, you know, because dang, sometimes it's been hard to be a Tennessee fan in sports over the past few years, you know, but it's getting a lot better.
Well,
last couple of years anyway.
I think we've lost less than 10 in the season average.
Oh,
we
yeah.
have a good record.
Got them both in the Sweet 16, so both have an excellent chance of going to the Elite 8, hopefully the Final 4. They're both capable of doing it. That's why I'd really like to see them do it, because they could.
Well, you're a Tennessee fan.
Exactly. We're number 1 in baseball again too,
And
and defending champions.
Softball is not bad.
Yeah, they're high ranked too. I'd like to see them finally get a championship too, because they really came so close a couple of times now. So yeah, I'd like to see them get their first one. You know, the baseball team got their first one last year. That was fun to watch.
But let me tell you
They might do it again.
about my Dodgers being on baseball TV. They were introduced as last year's World Series winner.
Yeah, they're defending champs. That's right. Well, baseball is good for you. Your Dodgers are defending champs. Your Tennessee Vols are defending champs. Wow.
I'm enjoying it.
2 for 2 there.
I'm enjoying it very much.
Definitely.
Okay, that's all I have in baseball. That's all I have in sports.
Yeah, so watch the big dance, folks. It continues tonight. I should have looked up when the other SEC teams play tonight, but I forgot to do that. I'm not sure who some of them play, but I'm rooting for all of them right now, you know.
I would say this weekend will be it.
Yeah, it'll determine a lot.
You got to have the Elite 8.
Yep. The Elite 8, a lot of coaches say this, that the Elite 8 game is the hardest one to win. I don't know why, but it's a tough one for them to
It gets
win.
down to the nitty-gritty.
Yeah, it does. And I guess you have that pressure of, you know, if you win, you're going to be in the Final Four. And some teams have never made the Final Four, so some teams can handle that pressure and some can't. You know,
we'll see tonight.
we will. Hopefully
About
it'll be good,
Tennessee,
Papa.
About Tennessee, anyway.
Yeah, and they play at 6:39. What a crazy time.
I think that's right.
Yeah, against Kentucky, and then the Lady Vols play tomorrow, I think, at 2:30.
2:30.
Yeah, so go Vols. Go Big Orange.
Go Big Orange.
Yeah. Well, Albert, let's have some Albertology, shall we?
I'm ready for that too. I'm ready for that too.
Good deal. I'm ready as I'm going to be.
The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Eleanor Roosevelt said that.
She did? Wow.
The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams.
Yeah, that's a powerful statement, and there's a lot of truth to that, too.
Eleanor Roosevelt came to Crossville, Tennessee many
Really?
years ago when her husband was president.
Mm-hmm.
And she came up there to Homesteads
That's right.
to approve of that plum that he chose to support his presidency in.
Mm-hmm.
And Karen and I
Y'all
went to that,
went to that, didn't you?
museum, and it's beautiful.
I bet.
But you
Homestead's
know
beautiful in general.
what was so sad, and it was ill-fated, was that President Roosevelt and whoever advised him believed that the average man that would build their home on the rocks off of the
Mm-hmm.
tract of land they bought would be sufficient to support that plot of ground.
Mm-hmm.
But 16 acres would not do it.
No.
But anyway, that was the dream.
Okay. Well, that makes sense then. Yeah.
Okay.
Never thought about that. Interesting point, Papa.
Listen to this.
All right.
James Cardinelli.
James
That
Carnell.
was a Italian name.
Yeah, definitely.
He was a 5-time murderer
Well,
who
dang.
testified against Gambino, and he was
Was he
the
part of the Gambino crime family?
he was a part of the family.
Oh, he's a snitch then. He's a rat.
In 1987, he made the murder trial seed with what he testified. He was named Teflon Dan.
Oh, I've heard of
Teflon
that.
Don.
Yeah,
So,
but I didn't know what it meant.
but Cardinelli still got to enter the witness protection program. They moved him to Oklahoma and gave him an identity that
Yeah.
would free him from observation.
Yeah, he has to hide because he's a rat. They'll kill him. Especially the mafia. That's the worst thing you can do in that lifestyle. It's rat on somebody.
But he made it.
Yeah,
But he
I'm sure he had to live in, or if he's still alive, I'm sure he's still in witness protection.
had to be.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is by John Gardner. He says the ultimate goal of the educational system is to shift to the individual the burden of pursuing his education.
Okay.
But how many people realize that their education is dependent on them?
Yeah, true.
Fathers send their sons to college either because they went to college
Mm-hmm.
or because they didn't.
Yeah, or they didn't.
Mostly they didn't.
Well, colleges are way too expensive now. They need to rein that in.
I'm sure that Trump is talking about that.
Oh yeah.
Slander slays 3 persons.
Okay.
The speaker,
Yeah.
the spoken to,
Mhm.
and the spoken of.
Oh yeah, it does. It's true. Slander is basically lying on somebody.
Slander mongers are those who listen to slander. If I had my way,
Mm-hmm.
would all be strung up. The
Right.
talkers by the tongue,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
went by their tongue.
Gosh, dang.
But do you realize that when someone
But
wants
it is, yeah, it's a bad
when
thing.
someone wants to unload slander on you,
Mm-hmm.
you don't have to listen.
No, you don't. And you don't have to repeat it either.
One friend in life is much.
Mm-hmm.
2 are many. 3 are hardly possible.
I agree. sadly.
When I preached Mac Brown's funeral,
Hmm.
I said, this man had 5 best friends.
Hmm.
I said, I'm looking at 4 of you. I'm the
Yeah,
fifth.
that's pretty cool, you know.
When I
Because it's
die,
hard to do that. And
when I die,
Oh,
Billy, I'll be fortunate if I have 1 best friend.
well, you'll have a lot of people. A lot of people won't be your friend, Papa. The problem with friendships is, no, I mean, it's great to have a friendship, and especially a genuine one, but unfortunately, they're not all genuine. When friendships end, it can be really hard. It's not fun, you know. But I think everybody has to learn that in life. I remember hearing as a kid, you'll realize when you grow up that you'll be able to count on one hand your really true friends.
Yeah.
And they were so right. They were so right about that.
He is a good friend that speaks well of me behind my back.
Yeah, it's true.
The only way to have a friend is to be one.
Hmm. True.
Carolyn lived by that adage.
Hmm.
Make new friends, but
Yeah.
don't forget the old ones.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think
That's
that
a
happens a
proverb
lot
by
too.
Yiddish.
I think that happens a lot in life. Yeah, you can't forget the ones that are already there for you.
No, you should not.
Some people
You
make
should
that
not.
mistake though.
Listen to these. Fish are supposed to be brain food,
Yeah.
and yet people eat it on Friday. Then they go out and do the silliest things over the weekend. Listen to this proverb. This is a Scottish proverb. Be happy while you're living, for you're a long time dead.
What a crazy proverb.
Every family tree produces some nuts.
You think that's the truth? Some more than others.
I guess the best part of some family trees is underground.
Ain't that the truth?
The only time a fisherman tells the truth is when he tells how big the other fisherman's fish is.
Exactly. They're not going to tell the truth about their own.
Unfortunately, fish seem to go on vacation every time I do.
Yeah.
Even men have been admired by their servants.
Do what now?
Even some men have been admired by their servants.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well done is better than well said. Benjamin Franklin said that.
I get that. Actions can speak louder than words. That's true.
Do in haste and repent at leisure.
Hmm.
Love your enemies, for they will tell you your faults.
Won't they
That's
though?
another thing about Benjamin Franklin.
Well, he had some good lines, didn't
He was a smart man.
he? Yeah.
The husband who wants a happy marriage should learn to keep his mouth shut and his checkbook open. That's Groucho Marx.
I've heard of him. I've heard that name.
He was a comic.
Okay, I thought so.
When you go to a restaurant, ask for a table near a waiter.
Smart, good
I
advice.
never had heard that before.
I've never thought of that. And why? That seems so. That's just common sense. But I've never once thought of it.
There was no respect for youth when I was young, and now that I'm old, there's no respect for age. I missed it coming and going.
Oh, poor guy.
Mark Twain said this: I did not attend his funeral, but I wrote a nice letter saying I approve of it. The only reason I might go to the funeral is to make absolutely sure that he's dead.
Oh man.
Now this is the end of my rambling.
These might as well be jokes.
You're on a cruise to an exotic island. You have 3 choices. Number 1, you have the island that Swiss Family Robinson wound up on.
Yeah, I remember that movie.
They were dealt lemons and they made lemonade.
Yeah, they really did.
At the end of the movie, or the end of the book, Mom and Dad decided to stay on that island.
They stayed, don't they? That's
Stay on
right.
that island.
I thought they did.
That's a beautiful, beautiful story.
It is. I've not saw that in so long.
Number 2, the island that Robinson Crusoe was on.
I've heard of that too.
He found a friend and he named it Friday.
Named it Friday. Wow.
He named it Friday.
Interesting. Why, I reckon.
So you pray that you'll wind up with a Thursday or a Wednesday.
Okay.
Thirdly, this is an island that the movie Castaway is on.
Oh, is it?
He never finds a Friday, but he finds a soccer ball.
Yeah.
And he makes that company that made that ball his Friday. He called him Wilson.
Oh yeah, yeah.
If you remember,
I forgot about that part.
He had his handprint in blood, and he smeared it on that ball, and he touched it, and it became a face. So he called that face, that friend,
Wilson. Oh yeah, I remember he yells Wilson in that movie at some point.
Okay. So in all these 3 instances, you found hope.
Yeah.
Friday.
Wilson.
And Wilson. But when do you find hope on your island that God plants you on?
You got to find hope in everything, though.
Let me tell you
the principle of that.
There is nothing worse than hopelessness.
Yeah, I guess that's what I was trying to say.
You have no hope.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's pointless. You gotta have hope.
When what do people do when a loved one dies and they have no one to call on for help to give them that hope?
Yeah.
You as a Christian, you have Jesus to call on.
Yeah.
But when a person has no one to call on, what do you do?
Because most people do have.
When all hope is gone, what do you do? So you're on an island. Which is it? Swiss Family Robinson? Castaway?
I'd do the Swiss Family Robinson, I believe.
I would like to think that.
Yeah.
If I have a choice.
Yeah.
What kind of island I will be on, but.
Yeah, because they end up loving it.
If you stop and think, the man on Castaway, Tom Hanks.
Yeah, I don't like him in general, but I like that movie.
But he had enough reserve that he escaped that island, went back to society, went back to his wife.
That's
and
been
she
so long
loved
since
him.
I've seen that movie.
She loved him. And he finally realized, because she had a husband, she should go back to that husband.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right.
And he realized
that
he did not need his being put back into the way he was because of the conflict of another husband.
Right.
So he left her, and
she had given up on him, didn't she? She thought he was dead.
She thought he was dead.
Yeah.
But she still loved him.
Right. Yeah.
It's a beautiful story.
Yeah. But I know apparently I've not watched it in years. I've every time you're reminding me of all these parts that I've completely forgot about. It's been a long time since I've watched that. It's a long movie.
But I wanted you to have all three situations so
Mm-hmm.
that you could see what each one did and why they did it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Swiss Family Robinson. I've not saw that since I was a kid, but I used to love that movie. Loved it.
I did too.
Mm-hmm.
Can you remember
They talk about making lemonade out of or lemons out of lemon, whatever. the
lemonade
saying
out of
is.
lemons?
Yeah, they definitely make lemonade out of lemons in that movie, don't they?
They did. Okay, we're ready for jokes.
Yeah. Even though we've heard some dandies already.
Okay.
And I wasn't expecting them.
These are actual medical excerpts on medical charts.
Oh, so these are things that really happened, folks.
These are what nurses wrote down.
Okay.
The patient has been depressed since she started seeing me 3 years ago. Patient has 2 teenage children, but no other abnormalities. Patient was alert and unresponsive. Can you imagine a nurse writing that down? Patient is numb from her toes down. Occasional, constant, infrequent headaches. What kind of headache would that be?
Oh.
While in the ER, he was examined, X-rated, and sent home. X-rated. The patient refused an autopsy.
Well, the patient refused an autopsy.
Oh. Discharge status. Alive, but without permission. Oh my. Cooking on the grill.
Alive.
Cooking on the grill. You brought the groceries, trimmed the meat, washed and cut the salad, poked holes in the potatoes, and cleaned up. But he made dinner.
That's a good one too.
He made dinner.
He got to do the fun part, did he?
The symmetric system did not really catch on in the United States, unless you count the increasing popularity of the 9mm bullet.
Dang. Dave Barry said that. Whoever
Dave
that
Barry.
is. It's going to be hard to top those.
On the one hand, we'll never experience childbirth. On the other, we can open our own jars. That's Bruce Willis.
Oh, go Bruce Willis.
I took my biology exam last Friday. I was asked to name 2 things commonly found in cells.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, blacks and Romanian gypsies were not the correct answers. My wife says that of the people that is neglected in society is gypsies.
Yeah, I've heard that.
A man answers his phone and has the following conversation. Yes, Mother, I've had a hard day. Gladys has been really difficult. I know I should be more firm, but it's hard. Well, you know how she is. I remember you warned me. You told me that I should not marry her. Well, you were so right. You want to speak to her? Okay. He calls the next room and he says, Gladys, your mother is on the phone. It's hard to understand how a cemetery raised its burial costs and blamed it on the cost of living.
That's pretty ironic, isn't it?
The traffic light on our corner on Main Street buzzes when it's safe to cross the street.
Does it?
I was crossing with a coworker, and she asked what the buzzer was for.
Mm-hmm.
I explained that it was a signal for blind people. She was appalled. What on earth are blind people doing driving? I wish the buck stopped here. I could use a few.
Ain't that the truth? Could use however many I can find. I mean, they want to give us.
When women are
That's for
depressed, they either eat or go shopping. Men
Yeah.
invade another country. That's true.
It is, isn't it?
A man walked into the Chamber of Commerce of a small town.
Right.
He said in a desperate tone, "Is there a criminal attorney in this town?" To which one man said, "Yes, but we can't prove it yet."
One more, Papa.
I tried to drown my thoughts, but they learned to swim. Let me tell you this one more. My grandmother's 90. She's dating 93, and it's going great. They never argue. They can hear each other. That's me, buddy.
That'd be one way to stop the argument.
That's me.
It is.
But dating, I don't think any woman in her right mind would go out with a 90-year-old man on a walker.
Well, you'd be surprised.
Oh,
You'd be surprised. But those, it's gonna be hard to top those, Papa. They all were good.
oh man.
Those were good. I don't even know which one was my favorite. I liked all of them.
I like the idea of you having to select an island.
Yeah.
I don't know how come me to come up with that.
I'm glad you did though, because it brought back a lot of memories that I'd completely forgot about, especially with Swiss Family Robinson. I completely forgot about that, and I used to watch it a lot as a kid. Well, folks, that's it for this edition of the Albert and Billy Show. We'll see you guys next time, and pretty soon, I don't know. I know in the next coming weeks we're going to have the guy. His name's Christopher Cross or Chris Cross. Either way you say it. But he's going to be here. Chris Cross. He is over the wrestling here in town. He's newly over it, and they're promoting that really good. And so we know we're going to have him as a guest pretty soon on here. So that'll be interesting. And so stay tuned for that. We'll let you guys know when we have that book. But he's definitely wanting to be on here. So anyway, though, I was going to tell you guys to come out and watch the softball game, but I can't remember when the next one is. So that's why that thought went away, because I can't remember when the next one is. But Mike Smith is broadcasting the softball games this year. And this is our third year of doing that. So, and also, like Papa said, congratulations to the baseball team for getting off to such a good start this year. It's been a minute since they got off to a start that good. But that's it for this edition. We hope you guys have a great weekend, and we'll see you guys next week. Until then, so long, folks. Have a great week.
See you later.
Hey, folks, Albert and Billy here. You're watching us on Channel 18, BTC Fiber. Check us out on BTC Fiber YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe and like. And check out our Facebook page. Be sure to like and share. Thanks, everybody, for watching.